Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Well, Robin Singh scores against his former team Bengaluru. Khalid wins, but Mumbai loses. And then a team like Chennai, who's playing the first time in the top division I-League, they did score against Bagan and they were in the lead for some time. Now, we at TFG are going to bring you all the action that unfolded during the weekend in I-League. So, talking about all of these moments, and some of us witnessed it live happening. And joining me in the studio is everyone today. So there is no disclaimer, there is no Skype, there is nothing, no problem at all. But we are here after the long weekend to talk about the matches. Kevin, Chiranjit, and Nikhil, all of us in the studio to talk and elaborate and what happened and what a fun. I would rate this as the best weekend ever. In terms of I-League, in terms of footballing action.
Ever ka pata nahi, but it was
for me. That's what I said.
So far this season, best weekend.
It was good because it started off with Chennai scoring against Bagan.
Exactly.
Now Oja is trying to compensate, saying कि like नहीं ये इतना बड़ा news नहीं है.
Okay,
वो फट गई थी.
हाथ में आई थी कि नहीं? सच में.
Okay, नहीं. Looking back at it was a defensive mistake from Eduardo.
Mistake हो कुछ भी हो, गोल गया.
और
mistake था.
ऐसा वो mistake किया और वो 1-on-1 पे लेके.
ऐसा कितना सारा mistake करते हैं. आर्सेनल भी करता है, यूनाइटेड भी करता है, सब लोग mistake करते हैं, लेकिन गोल गया कि नहीं?
I think even if it was a defensive error, but nobody expected Chennai to go in the lead.
हाँ नहीं.
And it came as a shock to you as well. Come on, don't be so.
इतना भी shock नहीं था.
You don't talk about a goal. See, it is not the story of the game. The story is how Chennai played. They brought out the pace against a very lightning speed game.
Exactly.
Against a team which really dominates possession, and Chennai did not sit back and defend. They came back, they hit back with their speed, and that is the story of the night, because all the while Bagan were on the attack. But Chennai didn't go defensively. They had double teaming players every time Bagan had a player. So that was the crucial point. And hitting on counter attack, it's not like Mumbai playing, say, just waiting for the counter attack. Every time they had the ball, they sprinted. And that support from both wings, which we talked about earlier, that Chennai was lacking that support when one winger used to make that run, that was completely outdone. They had corrected their mistakes. And getting the lead, okay, maybe it's a defensive mistake, but Debjit, he conceded from a near post.
Yeah.
That is, it's an insult, because near post, really, being a goalkeeper, you really don't want to get that near post, just leave it aside. He expected a far post and he expected a left side dive, but near post is really bad.
The coach has spoken.
Yeah, the coach has spoken, absolutely. And this is why it was not a shocking moment. Because they were making those runs. They were making runs down the middle. I saw the Mohun Bagan defense get opened up 3-4 times, and people were in that dread mode that it can happen. It happened in a haphazard manner where I think even Debjit was shocked at that moment. He didn't even expect that to happen. So, happens. And then, the moment you miss a penalty, Sonny Node misses a penalty, everybody goes into tension mode anyway. And apparently there was a lot of hullabaloo in the dressing room, Sonny Node being complete downer, and Sanjay Sen having to tell him, Messi bhi penalty miss karta hai, Ronaldo bhi penalty miss karta hai, tu kya hai? And then he comes back and he scores that goal. So it was very important for him, and it's a good.
You were at Chennai.
I was at Chennai.
How was the experience over there?
Strikes were going on, and the managers meeting got into trouble because the match commissioner and referee were stuck in Jallikattu protests. So everything was all over the place. It started late, but good heart shown by Chennai City, the team management, the fan. The ground looked much better. I think those guys took care of it, and people. Some people were showing up. The core fan is these kids who are very local. They come from the 5 kilometers around the pitch, around the stadium. So they showed up. Some Mohun Bagan fans showed up. Everyone was having fun. Some people apparently showed up with Chennai FC season tickets. Okay, and they were let in.
Yeah,
But
mistakes are forgiven. Aajao.
yeah.
No, even Google is showing the Chennai logo for Chennai City FC.
Arey, 10 Sports is showing Chennai City ka logo for Mumbai FC.
So everyone's screwed up. So that's how it is.
No, so basically it is, the local area around the
Yeah.
stadium, only those people are coming in there. It's not like stretching as it
Yeah.
went for Chennai. So that's the main problem there.
Yeah. So yeah, after the match, I caught up for a chat with the Chennai City FC president, Rohit Ramesh. And, let's just hear what he had to say. He was super excited that his team scored a goal against Mohun Bagan. Before getting this match done, you went through quite a elaborate period, right? And they were talking about you moving to some district ground and everything. So how did that unfold and how did you solve it?
Well, to be very precise, we had a long chat with the minister, and then we had to let him know that this is a national league and only team from Tamil Nadu. We have been with AIFF through Tamil Nadu Football Association since 1946, and we also had to let him know that this isn't a franchise. This is a club which was been registered in 1946. And we had requested him to know from our side that this is not a money making exercise, because the ticket pricing is somewhere between 25, 50 and 100. And to be very honest, the reason why even we ticketed that much is because we wanted to control the crowd. We didn't want some people to get drunk and come and misbehave with the host. As being a host with the teams coming in, we wanted them to come visit our city with a good atmosphere, enjoy our culture, see how the situation is in Chennai. And that's one of the reasons why we had to literally use the quotation as far as the court is concerned for the ticket. And finally it worked, and then the minister said that, yes, I will support you. And then he went all out to ensure that we'll get you guys in the subsidized rate, and then eventually voted.
Okay, but one of the things that was very apparent in the last home game was that the pitch was not cared for at all. And today it seems very different.
Yes, because last game we got the ground not even 24 hours before, and there were a lot of events which were happening. So this time, to be very honest, we probably would have got the ground 3 days before. We had ensured that we had to do what we had to do, and it's Mohun Bagan for God's sake. And it's been nearly 13 years since they came after Indian Bank, and it was like a festival, because we're having the big teams coming in. So we said, let's not goof up anything. Let's ensure that we get into the aspect of doing what we can, ensuring that ensuring that we host them well. Then eventually it was cooperated well by my management and by the stadium officers, and we were happy, and I hope that Bagan was also happy of how we hosted them.
So, one of the things that happens when an I-League club comes up from a city is that there's a major effect on the local football scene, especially because so many local footballers are getting a platform. So what kind of, do you see any change? Do you see any extra enthusiasm coming out in the local leagues and the academies?
Definitely. I'm very, very sure that there is definitely a progress over there, because first and foremost, I don't want to use this as an excuse, because we did have a short span of time to put in a good squad. But to be precise, we haven't marketed at all, and imagine the crowd which is coming in without marketing. That is the local connect. I mean, these guys have seen Danpal before, they have seen Ravan before. Today, when they announced the substitution of Regan, they were very, very happy, and this is progress. I would just say it as one word called progress. And when we have off-season, we are looking into building the term called progress, and we are also looking into the aspect of seeing how we can leverage with both the associations and trying to have that local feel as far as Chennai is concerned.
So you're looking into building more of a local flavored team or something?
Yeah, we're looking into building a more of a local favored team. That is number one. And secondly is that we do have a fan base here, and considering the fact that our players are all from the local leagues, and exceptions such as Ravan and Danpal all went from here. So you had Ravan go from Indian Bank to Pune. I'm not too sure how with Danpal is. Regan was been asked to come from Mohun Bagan, by the way. 3-4 years back when they saw him play friendly in Goa and Sporting as well asked him to come, but they didn't feel it as a serious option. But right now we are telling them that this is a good option for you. You can use us as a platform, and we're trying to attract more local flavors to come on board. And I'm guessing if time permits, in a year or two, we would probably go with at least 5-6 local players in the starting 11 because the players are good, and it's a long season ahead, so you'll get to see more of the local players here and how they are going to play and in what style they play in. And this is just going to boost them their future, because end of the day, for them it's money, that's number one, and second, job security. So we are trying to bring in that bridge between try coming with us. We know that you have a government job, but you try coming with us. Otherwise, you come on loan, take a pay cut there, we'll pay you here. And that's how, in fact, we cracked Reagan, and AJS were very happy to let him go. We got the guy last. It was one day. He was in Calicut. We got him down. We flew him down. We got his signature from AJS, and we got the transfer down because.
So, talking about the fan base.
Yeah.
A lot of these new clubs that are coming up, be it ISL franchises or the new corporate elite clubs, they seem to be targeting this, millennial, upper middle class or middle class crowd who will shell out $1,500 for merchandise and stuff like that. While the legacy that comes in from Netaji SC, that comes into Chennai City, the fan base is very there's a working class flavor to it and very localized.
Yes.
So do you see that as a disadvantage or advantage, to be very different from that?
Well, to be very precise or to be very honest, it's good that we are differentiated. ISL as a league altogether has got its own leverages, and I-League as a league altogether, it's got its own leverages. And the best part, as far as we are concerned, is it's the national league. So I think it gives justification for my players more to represent the I-League, and we are happy that we are differentiated with the other franchises.
Okay, now let's move on. We know what the result ended up in. Mohun Bagan coming and winning. They are known for that. The point that I started with, Robin Singh scoring against Bengaluru, and East Bengal versus Bengaluru FC in East Bengal, in their home ground. Well, it was a crazy match. Vineet puts Bengaluru in the lead just few minutes after Bukemnia, that's how his name is. He scores, he levels it, and then what a climax to the match, right? Second half, Robin Singh is introduced, playing first time in this season for East Bengal. Put him against. We told you in the preview, okay, our closing point was on Robin Singh. I asked both of them, Chiranjit and Kevin, who joined me then, about Robin Singh. What do you want to say? Will he be playing against his former team? And that's what happened. And he came in and he scored. And wow, East Bengal won the match. So, Kevin and Chiranjit, you all watched the match. Thoughts on it, please.
It is an example for all those teams that think a bigger name team can upset anybody. So we've seen again Chennai City. They really didn't take it to their heart. Okay, we are playing such a big champion team of all time, and even against East Bengal. Okay, they might not have trophies recently, but they are a good team.
No, they just won the CFL for the 7th time in a row. So, bulb jala denge.
Are you talking about I-League trophy?
I-League.
That is 13 years.
13 years. This is going to be 14 years. So, Federation Cup in 2010. वही पकड़ के बैठा है अभी तक.
So Bengaluru, the way they've come up in these 3 years, East Bengal really didn't look like they will put up a huge fight, because they've been playing good football. But you have to take it to your tactics, to your practice, and how you can approach a game with your mentality. So that's what East Bengal did. Keep aside the big names in Bengaluru and the recent signings. They were able to do what they wanted to do. It's not luck that is favoring them. It's practice, it's tactics, and it is mentality.
Yeah, Morgan bringing the fighting spirit back, bringing the old boys back. He's changed the formation. Midfield is heavier, and attacking is more flowing. Yeah, you could see that the foreign signings were quality, because very early on you could see Plaza making runs. Okay, and the central defenders, Huanan put up a superb performance. It's a shame that it came in a losing match. He made so many clearances, so many good tackles and risky ones inside the penalty box. He had to take them because otherwise it was all over. But I think in the end, what happened was that when they introduced Robin Singh in the middle, and he's obviously a disruptive player who imposes his physicality on him. He imposed it quite a lot on John Johnson, whacked him in the face. And it's a fair point that had the referee seen it, he could have been sent off. Right? And many would argue that he should have been sent off on the spot and should not have allowed to continue and score that goal. But anyway, what happened. But it became that trifecta of Wedson making those runs, Willis Plaza, as well as he was there. Lalrinkar Alte, I think he was doing those crosses and runs up the wing from the very get-go. And then you have Robin Singh who just takes those defense-piercing runs. And again, it's a bad luck, right? The defensive mistake that allowed Robin Singh to score. So Robin Singh was the luckiest guy yesterday. Luckiest guy in the world. Referee doesn't see it, then he gets that chance and he converts. What to say? It's poetic justice in a way, yeah?
Yeah. Bengaluru's winning run ended by East Bengal. And that's how the game is, right? One team has to be on the losing or the winning side. Now with this win, East Bengal are sitting in the second place of the points table, and all of a sudden Bengaluru are on the 4th position, and that's also because on the same day, the evening, there was a match that happened, and as I said, Khalid won but Mumbai lost, and very strange scenario. I'll be a quick a personal thing. It's been 3 years that I'm watching Mumbai FC play, and it's for the first time it was okay, Khalid not being there, and then when I know the history of Khalid being there for 5 to 7 years, and all of a sudden on the other side, and celebrating and all of that happening, and he wins, and he still calls Mumbai his home. So it was a bit you got to see it firsthand. You always see on TV about other matches, the players switching off, coming to other teams, coaches going to other teams, and then when their homecoming comes, you always see far away, though you feel for them. But this is you just saw live action. And Nikhil is here to talk about it, who's been for a very long time associated with the club. But wait. Nikhil, before you talk, let's listen to this man who was the happiest man, last night, and I don't want to waste time. Let's listen to what Khalid had to say at the post-match press conference.
Compared to other matches, is this anything special?
Special to hai, because I was waiting for this. I am very happy, not because of the boys. They did. I never did anything. Jo bhi kiya, wo log ne kiya. And I want to thank Mr. Robert sir, our owner of the club. He believed in me. And to the manager, Himantana. Bas baki jo mila, I'm very excited. Very, very. This is one of the happiest day of my life. Bas usse zyada main nahi bol sakta. Easy tha abhi kya, they play attacking football, no? Mumbai FC playing nowadays attacking football. They move very good. They are playing our system also good. So you have seen the match, no? Hardly our goalkeeper touched the ball. I hope you understand.
But how do you rate your opponents?
It is not my opponent. This is my club. I suffered a lot. I did many things. And I feel very sorry, and I am very emotional with this club. Because I started my career here. सब कुछ जो भी है इधर से किया. And it is sad day and good day भी है. ऐसे नहीं कि मैं ज़्यादा है. Because मैंने ऐसे जो भी काम किया है सोच भी नहीं सकता. 7 years I have given my life, पूरा life दे दिया. But I am happy. But only जब भी मैं ऐसा करता हूँ नमाज after I do my praise, I always never a single day एक ही आदमी को दुआ करता हूँ. कौन? Owner of the club. He believed me like this. And now I have second honor. For him also I am giving my best. Because I worked very hard. Really. बस और आगे मैं नहीं बोल सकता कुछ.
Well, have you ever heard Khalid Jamil talk so much? This was called, pouring your heart out there, and that's exactly what he did. I mean, when you're happy, and that's how he talks. He can talk, that's what it means. Well, Nikhil, now your thoughts. Thoughts on the match.
Okay, so I'll start off with Khalid, Jayesh, Ashu knows Cooperage more than the whole Mumbai FC squad.
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't, I don't think it was a brainer for them to sit and decide on the strategy. It was definitely Khalid, Ashu and Jayesh, on the table, and they must be discussing ki like yahan se runs karna, ye khali spot hai. So, and Khalid coming back here, I think he recognizes each and every one of us, because he was setting up those cones, and from behind I just called him like Khalid bhai, and he looked at me and he just came to the stands and said ki like kaise ho, kya chal raha hai. I met Henry also over there. So it was a good coming back for him. He won, but seriously, Mumbai FC, now I have started to doubt like where this will go, because after the match, Santosh Kashyap, he came up to the stands where the Yellow Brigade was there, and he said that we are going to bring fantastic foreigners. Fantastic, okay?
It's going to be great. We're going to get foreigners.
Yeah, that's Donald Trump. So, no, but
believe me.
But then what happened to the strategy of all Indians that he banked on? If he had to bring fantastic foreigners, it had to be before the league, not in between. And suddenly he has lost his hope. But he spoke to you during
the press conference.
During the press conference, and he still said that.
He's still banking on. He never the moment he came, I mean, Chiranjeev will agree to me, I guess. He came onto the press conference area and he was sitting on a chair. He didn't feel like he was on the losing side. He didn't feel like he was the team. He just lost. It's a loss. You lost 3 points. And he didn't feel like that. He was full of confidence. Okay, he comes onto the stage and addresses the crowd, and we're asking him questions. We're throwing at him, what do you think? You're losing. You just lost 3 points. And I said, what do you think the match went wrong? What went wrong? He's like, no, I don't think so. I'm not disappointed at all. And I'm still confident. I still believe in my boys, and they are actually doing what I am telling them. They're actually finally grasping things. But he did mention about their foreign signings, the way they spoke to us, about the Indian Players Connect. I think we should, let's hear from him.
From Santosh Kashyap.
Yeah. Result will come. Win or lose is part of the game. But the way I want to teach them, they have did their best effort. That's very important for my philosophy. And I'm confident that future matches will much danger team. Simple. No, both the teams were attacking, and is all the moment attacking, defending, transition. Good side. We also played. We also created chances. Couldn't happen. And they get good goal in counter attack. And part of the game is happened. So there's nothing lost. We have last minute, I think, 4 or 5 corners. But it's happened. Couldn't happen. It's positive. No chance. Why should it must be? I'm confident to come back.
Do you think you have enough time to sign and introduce them into the setup?
First you introduce yourself.
Chiranjeev Oja from the fan.
Okay, Chiranjeev from Chiranjeev from Fan Garage. Okay. Yeah, tell me, Chiranjeev.
Okay, so do you think you have enough time to bring in new players? You were promising foreign signings, so immediately you can bring results by introducing them.
I believe, and my job is to put the best effort, whatever challenges I face. I said before, I get 3 days to prepare first match, and with very strong side, they were well combined from last 2 months. We get the win. Simple. We get the winner against GSK. So I don't go in such excuses, I believe. My job is to, with honesty, with respect, and give my best effort and stay positive for the team, for the result, and transform them to the players, and they try to put that same thing. This is my philosophy. Result, win, loss happen, and this happened today. But the way I want teaching them, it's happened. So a very short time, again challenge, foreigner nahi, challenge, but I'll face it. And they are doing it. And you guys only appreciating Indian player. मैं तो नहीं बोला. I will trust on my players. Whoever best I feel at the moment, I play them. So challenges है. Budget का challenges है. Foreign नहीं आया उसका challenges है. और setup in many challenges. And this happened. And every team has different challenges. होता है नहीं होता है. हमारा ये है, दूसरा टीम का दूसरा प्रॉब्लम है. So challenges रहता है, but you have to face and try to do the best, which way I'm doing it.
Well, there you go. You heard him, right? And
I understand what he has to say, but I mean, there's one player that I want to talk about, and I have been talking about him. What is the role of Steven Dias in the team? I mean, in the end, Mumbai FC received around 1 free kick.
Corners,
yeah, around 2 to 3 corners, penalty corners, and he was subbed, I think, during 70th minute or something. He was subbed, but still his crosses were not reaching, in the middle of the box.
Yeah.
Where who is the tallest guy in Mumbai FC squad? Pratik. Pratik, you have to target him. He is standing in front of the goal. Okay, your crosses are coming to the first player who's in that. Yeah. So, I mean, seriously, yesterday he was benched. Okay, he didn't start. I don't know what his future is. When all these foreigners will come in, he'll have to really struggle for his position. And if he is an experienced player, what is he bringing onto the table?
Right.
If he's a dead ball specialist, get a youngster, make him a dead ball specialist. You don't need to have such a past glorified figure to maintain that position. So seriously, I mean, there has to be some overhauling that still needs to be done in Mumbai FC squad to make it to the position what Santosh Kashyap has promised in the top 3.
Yeah.
In the top 3, that means you have to either make East Bengal, Mohan Bagan or Bengaluru FC fall behind you. How are you gonna do it?
He also said, since you mentioned that point, I'm recalling the pre-match press conference where he said that we are still looking for top 3. And
Everybody's looking for top 3.
And he made the point I'm coming to is he said, "Oh, 3 mein 1 bhi hai." He said that. He said that. With a very smile on his face.
No, I think what is happening is that he came in and now he's feeling the pressure. Although he's putting on a brave face, he's feeling the pressure. And you said bring somebody else in and make him a dead ball specialist. His problem is that he doesn't have the time.
Yeah.
That was the question I asked. If you bring foreigners in also, they need a gestation period. If you want to change somebody's playing style, they need a gestation period. League is going on. You have a match every 3-4 days. Some weeks you have 2 matches, some week you have 1 match. But what is the time you're going to have? If you use a few matches in gestation period, you're down. So
what reply did he?
We heard him.
Okay.
Well, there are still loopholes to be fixed. There are still that fill in the blanks, like we say. There are still stuff to be filled in for Mumbai FC. And though, Charanjit made that sentence, I would like to say, though he's still putting up a brave face, he knows he has a lot of things to do. And hota hai. Let's see what happens. He's still sticking on to as a very confident coach, so probably that should help. Now, moving on, and there was a match that happened, DSK versus Churchill. DSK were leading throughout the game. 1-0 it was, and it almost felt like they're taking 3 points in their bag. And then suddenly Churchill scores towards the end. Towards the end of the game, and just cancels out those 3 points and saying, "Hey DSK, let's share the point. Don't be so greedy."
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, exactly. So let's
share
take
this
it.
podcast, please.
Yeah. And please, what happened? What went wrong? DSK was did the happiness hit their head?
It's your own mistakes that really come back to showing in the result. DSK were leading. They were playing the better football. They had chances in front of goal. That header from Song Yong.
Kim Song Yong.
Before he scored that header, he had almost 3 very similar chances in the front of goal, unmarked, free time, but he misses. These all chances are the reason that the team was lagging, and that scoreline really hit back. Had it been on target, had it been the goal that they had put in the first half, they wouldn't have seen that situation that Churchill get 1 chance and they score. It is all coming back to missing those chances. Even you get 1 chance in the game, they had plenty of chances. DSK they've been playing better football all the matches. The result doesn't show that. But finishing is really lacking in the team there.
I think something for Dave Rogers to look at, Charanjit.
Yeah, of course, it's a team full of youngsters, promising youngsters, and if you have players like Lalianzu or Changte, he's not going to become your I-League top 5 striker right off the bat. it's tough. And as I think Sanjay Sen made the point that even if you play like underage national team or ISL, I-League has a much more intense competition. You cannot play it with a casual attitude. It takes time to get used to it. So that's what DSK is doing. They are going to be the team to watch out for, other than Aizawl FC this season. So don't worry, they're going to get there. It's not a worry.
Yeah, well, another interesting match that happened was the bottom place teams that we said in the preview podcast. Now this was Shillong versus Minerva. And as we expected, Shillong was the stronger team out there. They won the match 2-1. But do you think it could have been a clean sheet? 2-0?
Easily. Again, Lajong, we know that their potential and the young squad that they've been fielding. Not many changes that we've seen, and Ignat was very good. So you really have to give it to these experienced players to hold the young players together in the team. So you can't rely on an all young team playing against even Minerva for that matter. Forget Bengaluru or the other stronger opponents. You have to have these guys holding the team together in the central midfield in just the final third. So a lot more goals could have been scored, and the way they've been approaching the game, I'm really in admiration for this team, Lajong. Minerva really not way off the mark.
Interestingly, when I interviewed Dan Ignat and asked what's the target, he said top 3. Just like Santosh Kashyap.
Santosh Kashyap also promised attacking, effective, and
so
attacking and attractive football.
Attacking and attractive. So the problem ये है कि Shillong Lajong is also they played a lot of away games and all that. So now that they're playing at home, they will slowly get more comfortable. So expect some better results from them. They finally hit the ground running, and with enough rest and just fine tuning, the game will get better for them. But then again, it's Minerva, right? Nothing is going right for them. They look like Minerva, Punjab. I actually look like DSK Shivajans from last season.
Right.
So I don't even know. Maybe next season onwards is their turn, but they are not making it work at all. So maybe that's one of the things that Thangboy Singh should worry about. That those guys actually came and scored against you at home. So there's a lot of issues to be fixed in the defense as well.
Yeah. A lot of things should be looked at for all the teams over here, because that's what the weekend brought. All the teams have to go back to their drawing books and sit down and deliberate what went wrong, what went right. Let's start from scratch, because that's how the weekend was. A lot of surprises, a lot of things to be done. And as we mentioned a player called Dan Ignat. His interview is up there on our website, and you can also read all these extensive stories and all these matches up on our website, thefangarage.com. Now, if you're listening to us on YouTube, hit the like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so you get new updates from our episodes. And if you can also listen to us on Audio Boom, SoundCloud, iTunes, etc., and various other podcasting apps. We are on social media. You can get in touch with us. It's Ranjit S. Doja, 42 Nikhil, I_R_Boza for Kevin. I'm on Twitter, Matthew94. Have a great day and come back to us tomorrow, because we are a daily show, of course. Cheers.
Our podcasts bring all the boys to the yard, and damn right, they're better than yours. But you don't need to stand outside in the yard. Just follow IVM Podcasts on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We might be on Tinder too. Just go ahead and swipe right.